What happened?
Oh, I was telling them that I beat Shadow Kanji with 5 HP with only the protagonist alive, and I was poisoned, and I only used the normal attack.
Damn, 5 HP.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask Shadow, which picture was that from? Which that from oh god, I can't think of that. I'm going blank.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which one because I haven't seen Yu-Gi-Oh in like a.
It's definitely like one of the later gens of Yu-Gi-Oh.
And that's GX, man. That's GX.
Oh, you got to see that part.
GX is one of the greatest.
I heard, I heard one of them was supposed to be good, but I just didn't know which one.
I mean, I still think 5Ds is better.
I've actually went and bought every. Now that I think about it, what is it? The 5Ds or whatever it's called on PSP. I was trying to find all of them. They're like $40 each.
Yeah, 5Ds.
They are expensive. Yeah, I found
Tag Force are awesome games, man.
I definitely want to pull my PSP out to play those.
So I might be gone for a bit because something came up. My apologies.
It's okay, Bow.
Okay, at least you won this. That's cool. That's cool. No big deal. No big deal. Still got full house. That's good. Oh man. All right, y'all ready to start this show? Let's get everything started here real quick. We gotta watch the Royal Rumble later. All right. So, welcome to HPMP Podcast, episode 24. We got a full house here. All the usual suspects, but we got Forrest here as well. So, we're going to do some introductions, and then we're going to get into these topics because we got a lot to talk about. So, let's get started. Forrest, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Forrest. I do reviews on my YouTube channel, Forrest Reviews, and I also do unboxings of new release box sets on my other channel called Forrest Gaming HD.
All right. Gab, go ahead.
Hey, you guys probably know me. I'm a regular. I've moved from YouTube to streaming on Twitch, so if you want to find me, twitch.tv/GabMew is probably the best place, and I'm on Twitter and everything else as well.
Quick question. Why did you move to Twitch?
Why did I move to Twitch? YouTube is just going to shit, guys.
Okay, I don't blame you for that one. I don't blame you.
And I'm kind of.
I just thought you were too lazy to edit your videos, but that's okay. That's just me.
No, I've been working on editing videos still, so yeah.
Nightmare, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Well, it's Nightmare Alpha, your old dude, trying to actually make something out of YouTube because, somebody has to pay for the bills or something like that. And my pick for the Royal Rumble is Shinsuke Nakamura.
Ooh, good pick. Good pick.
I know.
Souls, go right ahead, man.
Hey, it's just Souls. Always a pleasure to do an HPMP podcast with you guys, and I'm ready to get into this thing.
All right, and Pelvic, go ahead.
Hey guys, it's Lady Pelvic with Pelvic Gaming, and I'm happy to be here. I do a lot of reviews, top fives, some let's plays, the whole package. Happy to be here. Woo!
Okay, and Bao said he'll be back, so I'm assuming he's not here to do his intro. But yeah, you guys know who I am, the JRPG god, just out here slaying these JRPGs. Like a boss. I just do me, but I can't get Cosmos and Xenoblade 2, so just don't bring that up, and I'll be okay.
So, don't feel too bad. I can't
either. Never give up.
I'm trying, and I'm a huge Cosmos fan. I even have a figure, and I can't get her in the game.
Exactly. That's the problem. People that don't even like Cosmos are pulling her in Xenoblade 2. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Why is my luck this shitty?
They don't like him when they say, I got Cosmos.
I hate them when they say that shit. Okay, so let's just do the usual before we actually even get into it. What's everybody playing right now? Go ahead, Gab. What are you playing right now?
Persona 4.
The best Persona, quite arguably, but Persona.
I'm playing on an OG PS2 right now. I just finished the second palace, and I'm just working on getting the social links up, etc., etc.
So, how do you find it more than you find it better than Persona 5?
I don't know. I like the characters and stuff, but 5, I don't know. 5 was my first, so I feel like that has a lot to do with why I like 5 more.
Plus, 5 was your first Persona? Oh, I did not know that. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I learned something about you today. Okay, cool.
I played Q, but that's different. And I feel like now if I go back and play Q, I might appreciate it more because now I actually get the characters.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So are you gonna move on to Persona 3 after that?
I think I'm platinuming Persona 5 first on stream, then I'm gonna go back and play 3, then I'm gonna play Nocturne.
Oh, Nocturne. Nocturne is not a walk in the park. Good luck with that.
Oh yeah, trust me, in P4 it took me like 5 or 6 tries to beat the first boss in the first dungeon. And it took
I definitely think P4 was harder than 5.
Oh yes, definitely 100%.
I remember that robot, that toy guy. Oh my god.
I'm gonna be completely honest. If you do go back and play any other Persona games, they may be a little more harder to get into. They're very. What was it? Persona 1 and 2 are like.
Yeah, those are the only ones.
I can't wait to play P2. Like I already like the way P2 looks and plays.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I had a hard time getting into Persona 2 and Persona 1. They're not bad games in their own merit. I just like the design of the 3D ones better.
Oh, yeah. I love the pixel sprites and stuff.
No. The pixel sprite doesn't bother me. It's the gameplay itself that is very hard to get into. So it kind of put me off of it. So,
Souls, what are you playing right now, man?
You should already know this, man. I'm playing Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory.
I knew that was
an awesome game.
Y'all should already know. I actually want to hear something about that game. What do you think of it?
All right, so I actually did a first impressions video on it, but okay, if you guys played the first one, I'm not gonna lie, it's more or less a 1.5 of that one. If you played something like Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, or Tales of Exillia 2, think of it that way. You're in the same world with just new characters and a new setting, but in like the same world. But the creme de la creme is, of course, more new Digimon. And I gotta say, I like the story and some of the missions in this game a lot more. I think they're a lot more endearing and surprisingly a lot more funny. Like there's some parts of this game that's just like, it leaves your jaw on the ground. Like it's a really good game. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
I'm very happy to hear that because I actually just bought that recently.
Okay, you're gonna have a good time, man. And they have Frontier Digimon, so I'm super hyped for that.
I don't know, man. That game just looks like copy and paste so bad. I mean, maybe if it was $40, I would have been like, I wouldn't be saying nothing. But then again, I'm not even playing the game, but it just looks so copy and paste.
Honestly, after playing Digimon World Next Order a long time back, I ain't
gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of World Order because I don't like the simulation style Digimon games where you got to like take care of the Digimon and all that. That's not my
not just that, but they cry too much.
Oh,
I don't know simulation games with Next World or whatever. It's just like as a game itself, it's just not all that great.
No, yeah, like I was tempted to get it, but then I was like, nah, it just looks boring. And it's funny that one has to be in English, like a ball game.
Honestly, there were a lot. There was even some really good PSP exclusives in Japan, we never got.
I know it was like something.
They had Digimon Adventure for PSP, which was a little reenactment of the anime as an RPG.
Yeah,
it was really good.
What? That sounds awesome.
Yeah, the first season.
It's pretty good, and there's an English patch for most of it.
Alrighty. Nightmare, what are you playing right now, bro?
Ooh, I'm kind of stuck with some other games right now. I tried to stream some stuff lately, if you have seen that, but Valkyria Chronicles is not doing hot on PC for me. Why? I don't know. But I tried to play that for a while, and then something else. I'm totally into the 4X strategy games, people. I can't stop playing fucking Endless Space. I can't. I try, but I can't. It's so good.
Okay. Forrest, what are you playing, bro?
So I'm playing an older PS2 game called Shadow Hearts Covenant.
Oh, that's a good game. That's a good game.
And I'm also playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on the side.
Nice.
Still only put like 15 minutes into it.
Jesus.
See, yeah, well, once you get more into it, I think you'll really like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 a lot. It's probably and arguably a must-own game if you don't have it. But the reason I'm playing Shadow Hearts Covenant 2 though is I freaking love the Shadow Hearts games, and I never realized how much I liked them until when I played the third one, which a lot of people don't like. I know why, but I
actually never messed with that one. I always wanted to.
It's good.
Same.
It's good, but it's the most awkward game out of the three.
Really?
Because a guy can randomly pick up bus stop signs and use it as weapons on the street. I don't understand that. It makes a lot of sense when you got a talking cat that's like a Godfather character. It
sounds like a Yakuza game.
Weird.
Fuck.
No, the second one is arguably the best one. The best one.
That's my favorite. That's the first one actually I played. I love.
No, I actually don't really like the second one as much as the first, mainly because of one thing.
Wow.
There's one thing that I loved about the first game the second one didn't have, and is that the really dark tone was gone.
Oh,
okay. Now, did you guys play or heard of Kodelka? That was actually the prologue to Shadow Hearts 1.
Never played it, but I know of it.
It plays more like a Resident Evil game, which the whole fixed camera transition, tank controls. I'm gonna forewarn it. If you're not into that, then you may not like Kodelka. But off topic, and this is what really frustrates me, is the other game that I hadn't too long beat and got pissed off that I spent $90-something on was Need for Speed Payback, and I did a review of it, and I hated that game, and I only got $20 trading after I finished it. Pissed me off. I only had the game 6 days. That really infuriated me. I'm a huge Need for Speed fan, and that game was crap.
Well, my friend, that's the fate of Need for Speed nowadays.
Trading games. That's what you get when you traded the GameStop, right?
Dude, I bought it. Physical copy, got it early, 9 p.m. Because they did that whole, you get the top version, you get it 3 days early, like EA Origins or whatever. I bought the physical copy, brought it home, and at first I was liking it. You know, the story was interesting, but the character sucked. The voice actor was god trash. And by the time I got to the end of the game and actually beat it, it was basically a grind fest with Russian roulette style gameplay embedded with loot boxes that you had to unlock pay $5 to unlock a hood to paint it on your Mustang. I'm like, no, I'm done. This game is god awful. And the online is actually pretty solid, but that's kind of sad. Yeah.
Oh God, Full House.
Hey, Shintai.
That's my guy.
Oh my god.
I am a fangirl of Shintai. I get really excited. Sorry.
Yeah.
God.
Shintai could keep the ladies off him.
For Nier. He's my Nier buddy. Like, we just vibe so well. So I'm like, oh my god. Okay, but anyways, all right, continue. I'm done. Fine. Came and gone.
No, go ahead. What game are you playing?
No, I'm done though.
Oh my god, no! I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm so sorry.
No, yeah, you're good.
Oh my god. Come on.
So
keep it together,
I'm
girl.
not playing. I know. So I'm not playing any. Like, I just finished Suikoden. I'm waiting for the longest 5 minutes to come out on the Switch, which I think is coming out February 13th. So I'm kind of just on hold and watching anime in the meantime. But Suikoden 2 is what I recently beat and fell in love with and cried. Oh my god, it was so good.
I still need to beat it.
I really do need to play those.
Oh my god,
Suikoden
it is
games.
so good.
Wait,
That's something major
Like,
spoiled
1
for me,
through
so that sucks. But yeah,
I've only beaten
Wait,
Suikoden
what?
3 and 4.
something concerning. I think her name is Nanami had spoiled for me.
That sucks. Don't say it for anyone else. But it was so good. It was very good.
Wait.
No, I'm not crying.
Wait,
I'm
no, you cried.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
No, for Suikoden 2, oh yeah, I cried. Oh yeah, I definitely did. I got a bad ending, then I got another bad ending, and then I got the good ending. So everything was just miserable for me.
I didn't even know there was multiple
And then I got
endings.
the good ending. Oh, there
Well,
is.
I actually did not know that either.
Yeah, but then I got the good ending. But the good ending is it's like sad happy. Like it's still definitely a happy ending. But it's just like, you get so happy you cry. It's that. So
I got a question. Is there a definitive? Is one of the endings like the canon ending, or does it not matter?
yes, one of the endings is canon. That's the good ending.
Okay.
Alrighty. Who didn't go just yet? Bob, what are you playing right now, bro?
Digimon Story, Cybersloop Hacker's Memory, and I technically just downloaded Monster Hunter, but I haven't started yet.
Oh,
I mean, like,
I installed Monster Hunter World last night and created my character, which I spent like 30 minutes doing, but I hadn't actually played it.
I literally just installed it like 5 minutes ago. I was started, but my PS4 is freaking loud, and yeah.
Yeah,
I had to get a Slim. Yo, we was playing the last time we played the beta. Mine was going crazy.
Luckily, my PS4 Pro is not giving me any issues, thankfully. But
yeah, the slim one I got now, it isn't either.
Alrighty. Shintai, what are you playing right now?
Well, I just actually just beat it a couple hours ago, but I beat the Octopath Traveler demo.
Nice.
that
Nice.
is
Good.
I saw your Twitter post on that. I actually freaking like that demo. It's
Yeah, that
Yeah, that demo was
It blew me away.
fantastic.
I
fantastic.
feel like making a video about it. Like, it was really good. I liked it a lot.
The style of that
Did
game
you do
reminded
both
me of
paths
some
or
old-
just Primrose?
No, I did both.
Okay.
remind me of older 16-bit games?
So good. So
that's
good.
a day one buy for me.
Yes, same.
Same.
That's day one.
Same.
Yeah, I definitely agree. They won by.
Okay, and I'm currently playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I can beat the game anytime I want. I'm just trying to get Cosmos.
You poor
Dude, I
soul.
haven't even beaten
You
it yet.
poor
Like,
soul.
I beat Cosmos. See, I feel like if I get to the end of that game and I get Cosmos, I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm just gonna stop and just try to grind just so I can. But
I'm in the same boat too. I can beat the game anytime. I'm just trying to get Cosmos. Though. But I think I'm just gonna give
y'all are
up.
loyal.
'Cause
I gotta
I'm like at
say.
the end of the game,
It's-
so I'm not even gonna have a chance to
the
really
problem-
use her. So
So, Blanche, the problem that I'm having right now is I'm trying to figure out, is there a certain formula that I need to do to get her? Am I supposed to do is it something I need to do to summon a certain way to get her? I mean, I don't get it.
From what I can see, you need a high luck. You
In
need-
real life.
Mhm.
If I need high luck in real life, then my luck ain't that great right now. So, hey, no.
Yeah, you need justice boosters to pull her. And from what I can see from a new method that I saw, somebody recommended me to a video, you have to keep all your dark blades so you can get them out of the pool and you have a better chance of pulling a light blade. So just gather up dark blades from what I can see.
I tried my own little method where I released like almost all my rare blades and just kept getting them back over and over. And I got all my other ones except Cosmos like that easily. Because the more rare blades that you don't have, the easier they are to come out.
Yeah, that's what I figured as well.
It
but-
sounds like
So start over with them, I'm guessing?
Actually, when you get them back, they still have all their stuff when you had them before.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? Oh,
Oh, that's really smart.
That's good to
Yep.
know.
thank God.
This sounds like some superstitious stuff, like how we had to do A up, B down to catch Pokemon faster.
Don't remind me.
Like, it never really works, but it's just a mind trick.
So I'm also playing Nocturne, still playing Nocturne. I'm gonna be jumping on that a lot more. But after I'm finally done with Chronicles 2, I'll move on to Yakuza 0.
Oh,
Um,
God.
Oh,
Yes.
finally.
That is my game of the year. That is that game. Oh, my God.
I mean, I haven't even started really because when I tried to play it, I was sick. And I played like the first 10 minutes and then I turned off the game, so I gotta restart and do the whole thing over again. But from what I played, mind you, that was only 10 minutes. I just like the music. The music was actually pretty good.
The music is
Fuck
solid
yeah, the
in
music's
Zero. Like
Uh,
I remember last year when the game came out and I played that like immediately. And I told Shintai, I was like, dude, yeah, this is before they had even played it, like Shintai and the other ones. And I said, this game is solid. And and when they played it, they're like, oh my God. I was like, yes. Yeah, this game is solid. Man.
I don't know, man. Okay, I hope I see it. Like you guys are all hyping it up, like it's the best thing since sliced bread or the best thing since Starja. Like I don't know. I'm gonna see if it's like that. All right? I'm gonna see if it's like that.
Here's the thing. Because it's a prologue before the first Yakuza, a lot of games that do prologues aren't all that great. But this one is an exception to that rule.
All right,
So Zero is the one to start off with, right?
Yes.
I
In a lot
mean,
of
you
cases,
can if you want to. There's no reason not to.
Shintai,
Okay.
you trying to say they should skip it? They shouldn't.
Oh man, Shadow's about to get in some fights.
I'm not. If I don't like it, I'm gonna say I don't like
Okay,
it.
no, I mean,
Well,
if you
you'd be
don't-
wrong, but whatever.
I mean, sometimes you Shadow. You the one saying you don't like Ed, Ed and Eddie and Courage the Cowardly Dog. So I don't know if I can trust you anymore.
I
Can we really
promise.
trust someone who says they don't like Ed, Ed, and Eddie?
Man, I don't know what's going on with this man.
I promise you this, Shadow. I promise you this. I think you will 95% will like the game. I don't know if it's gonna be like super amazing, but
That's a
I
high
promise you will
percentage.
like it. I know. I mean, I have faith that he really would like the Zero. I really do think so.
Well, it's a great fucking game. It's also
It is a great game.
It's one of my it's at least like top 3 game of the year for 2017.
Yeah, it's my game of the year period for last year.
No, yeah, I can totally see that. It's so fucking good.
All right, we shall see. That 5% might be looking a little spooky, but you never know. You never know.
Such a bitch about this. Play the game and enjoy it.
Yeah, it's just when you do and you play it, we'll talk about that another time.
Just don't be so judgmental. Just do it. Just do it.
Just go in with an open mind. Just enjoy it.
All right, the music is pretty good so far, so I'll say.
By the way, when you switch your different fighting styles, the music changes.
Oh, that's cool.
Then I'm gonna stick with the fighting style that has the best music, probably.
No, you're gonna want to switch frequently because.
Oh yeah, I know.
I mean, all the different fighting styles have different uses. Like I love the music for all of them, though. They're all really good tracks.
They are. They're very good. But you will need to switch them.
Okay. All right. So let's dive into these topics real quick. So I don't think we have a huge Nintendo fan around here, but what do you guys think of Nintendo?
Where's Blanford? Bring this man in here. We need to have a serious talk about the cardboard thing.
Yeah, the Nintendo cardboard. What is going on?
You better do some selfies wearing that thing.
Okay. I when I saw the trailer initially with this whole cardboard thing, I was like, eh.
Here's my problem with that trailer. The trailer did not make it clear in the slightest that it actually comes with software. Like it made it seem like you're paying $70 only for cardboard. Which,
yeah, exactly.
which I now I know is not the case. It actually does come with a game or it comes with something that
it comes with the software that you use to like make the piano work and like all the other stuff.
Yeah, but it doesn't make that clear. It looks like because all they do is focus on the fucking cardboard the entire trailer. So I had no idea that there was actually a game there. So I was like, what the hell?
The sad part about that trailer at the end, I was thinking the same thing, Shintai. I was like, where the hell is the game? Is the cardboard the game? I mean, how does that work? And then at the end of it, you see the box sets they have, and there's the game case right sitting next to it. I'm like, is that the game?
So wait, they come with actual games, and the games will come with the cardboard.
Listen, no. You can buy the games. You can buy the game separate, and then you can get the patterns online, but you need the software to actually use,
Okay, so wait.
And the cardboard is free.
So apparently there's
no, it's not free. You're still paying for cardboard.
No, it's free.
There's two sets. There's that action set, and I forget what the other one's called. But
the robot one,
right? So they're going to have a box or a collection you can get with the game and that cardboard that comes with it, and the other one will have all the different pieces, the house, the piano, and everything else. That's a separate game. So
you have to pay. You buy the game, but you don't have the cardboard. You have to buy the cardboard separate.
No, you get it all in a bundle, right?
No, it's going to be a bundle. It's going to be a bundle. There's two bundles. There's the action bundle and the other one. So I'm assuming the game's the same. It just comes with either one or the other.
I don't know. It's hard to say. They're being super fucking vague about this.
And I swear,
it reminds me too much of a fucking Wii U advertisement where nobody knew what the fuck this was.
My only issue is if it's a separate game for both, that's really stupid.
I just hope that this isn't as successful as to where Nintendo gets caught up in the gimmicky stuff.
Well, I honestly think it is. To be honest, I think it's gonna sell.
I don't know. It probably will.
I don't think so.
It seems so weird to me because the marketing for the Switch itself was so on point, and yet for this they've just fucking stumbling on their feet now. Like it doesn't make any sense. The Switch. When you saw that trailer, you knew exactly what it was when you were looking at it. and they made it clear what its features was and what are the things to pay attention to about it. And it was all like, yeah, okay, we got it. And with this Labo, we're all arguing about because we don't know what the fuck this is supposed to be.
They were arguing about it because it's cardboard.
Yeah.
I mean that too. I'm just saying that, like, if the marketing was clearer and they made more of an effort to explain things in a way that made sense, we wouldn't have as much things to talk about. Is what I'm saying.
So my only issue is, well, I have one question. Who is this? I know it's catering to kids, but what age?
I mean, looking at the box, I think it said 6 and up.
Kids with imagination, I guess.
So is anybody getting this day one?
Nah.
No. Heck no. Like that's what I used to play with when I didn't have an actual game.
I think it doesn't look bad, like the games. I don't think they look particularly bad. It's more like, to me, the engineering part. Call me old-fashioned, but I just want to sit down and play. I don't want to build it and then play it. Yeah, I just want to go.
I could see.
So
I also feel this is like the wrong generation for this, because kids nowadays play with iPhones, tablets, and stuff. Like they don't really care about cardboard.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I did see a video. I forget which YouTube channel it was, but they mentioned that it kind of reminds kids of building like robots. There's a lot of that stuff nowadays. Kids are into like building little machines and stuff.
Nah, I see kids with like tablets and shit. And
yeah, I see kids with mostly tablets, and I'm always like, why?
Well, so I just thought of something. Isn't the Switch's main gimmick or like main selling point is its portability? Yep. I mean, doesn't this cardboard thing go completely counter to that?
Well,
kind of.
To be fair, the Switch is more catered to both. So, like myself,
it does.
I would never take my Switch outside. I refuse to. But
really,
no. Dude, ever since I bought my Switch, it's been in the dock. I don't ever take it out the dock.
Period. I can understand that.
Not even like around the house.
No, period. It stays in the dock. I use it as a console. I don't use it as a handheld at all.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't really use mine as a handheld either.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had my Switch for that long, but I haven't taken it out either. I mean, I'm a fucking adult that drives a car. It's not like I'm a little kid anymore.
And that's the thing.
I'm a little kid anymore where I can play my Game Boy in the back seat, you know?
It all comes down to the catering of who is this catering to. And I think this is more like a house-related, game. Not so much, it's portable, but you're not going to see someone taking their house cardboard out to go play or a piano. It just, I don't know. That looks kind of weird.
Like, let me bring my piano with me. Oh, you bring your piano and play something? Yeah. Take out my Switch.
I'm not gonna lie.
Get some of that cardboard though you got in the closet.
If I see a kid have one with him, I'm not gonna complain. But if I see an adult that has just
I wonder too, does that stuff like fit for all sizes of people?
It's gotta be for kids.
I'm pretty sure.
Could you imagine Blandrew trying to fit into it?
Also, are they trying to get people to break their stuff? Because if you put that mess together wrong one time and you drop your Switch out of it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's another thing I was worried about is it's cardboard. So, I mean, are kids even going to have the patience to put this stuff together? And two, do you think they'll be able to take care of it?
I think adults will be the ones building it for them, if I'm not going to lie.
Of course.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I would hope so.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, there's no way. I mean, well, unless the kids really good at reading instructions on it,
I just don't think kids will take care of it. Like most kids, I think they'll find it fun at first, and then they'll fucking shove it in their room and break it.
Or like the one where there's like a foot or a gas pedal, like you have to put the Switch controller.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, that's just like an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah,
I really have to step on it.
I could clearly see. Honestly, there's only two cardboard sets I see lasting longer. Is the house and the piano. But
oh man, I'm with Pelvic. I'm more old fashioned. I'd rather just play the game. But also, I hate building shit.
Let's be real. Well, we were all kids once. Did we all ever build cardboard things? I did.
I may have made forts, and that was about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like this type of stuff I did when, like, say I couldn't afford a game.
Yeah.
When's the Nintendo Fort coming out? The Nintendo Box Fort.
It probably will. This Lubbo crap. It probably will.
There's one YouTuber that I know will do a video on it. It's Game Dave. I got this funny feeling he's gonna do a video on it. I don't know why, but it just seems like something he would do.
Send me a big enough cardboard, and I make a joke about a Metal Gear cardboard box. That's more funny.
Actually, that might be more fun.
That might be a game.
Yeah, just
sneaking around with the box over.
Yeah, I get my people, and I'm just trying to sneak with a box, and nobody noticing, and we're like, "What the fuck is going on with that?"
I just want Hideo Kojima to make the story. That's all.
Okay, so looks like nobody here is getting the cardboard day one, which is no surprise. So let's move on to this Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition.
Still gonna be shit.
You mean royally screwed?
I would be so mad if you bought this game like day one, and then bought all the DLC. Like on my Nintendo Switch, or not my Nintendo Switch, on my, what is it? Oh, but they were announcing the Royal Editions. Whatever the fuck. What was that? Where did they announce that at? I swear to God, wasn't there an event they announced it at? Oh no! It was Nintendo. Nintendo was saying all these remakes, and then I brought into like Final Fantasy is getting not a remake, but like the Ultimate Edition. Hyrule Warriors is getting the definitive, all these definitive, ultimate, super awesome, real editions of games, and I just can't imagine how frustrating it must be to have bought the game day one, and then all this DLC comes out for the game.
Yep.
And then later, this game comes out again, but it's the Ultimate Edition, it has all the DLC, all the costumes, all the side quests, all the blah blah blah. I would be livid. Like the same with Hyrule Wars Definitive Edition. I would be upset about that. So like personally, it doesn't bother me because I didn't buy it, so this is the version I'm going to buy, so I should be set. But man, like for anyone who bought any of those games, same with Horizon Zero Dawn, it's getting like the real definitive like super edition with the wilderness shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm like, this is why I have a problem buying games day one right now.
I feel this is kind of worse though, because a lot of this stuff is story content that should have been in the game prior, like to get to know the characters better.
I heard in Final Fantasy 15, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know, don't go super detailed, but Gladius or whatever, the guy who has the scar, like he leaves the party and then he comes back with the scar, and it was like never really addressed, so it's kind of glossed over.
Oh yeah, that happens.
100% true.
That right there should have been in this, like should have been in there.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Actually,
I haven't played it, but
Ignis too. He suffered an eye injury. We all know how it happened.
Fuck that escort mission.
All right, I'll get.
I will actually say, since I've only bought one DLC for 15, and that was actually the Gladio DLC, and what she was talking about with that. I'm not going to spoil anything about it, but what I'm going to say is I completely agree with you about buying a game that is not complete, and then they come out with a completed version. So I was on the fence about buying the DLC. So one of my friends who I knew from high school, we was actually going to play that online component of 15, and I never actually had the DLC, so I could never play it. So I had decided about maybe a week or so ago to just, buy the DLC all outright.
So wait, time out. You need the Gladios DLC
I was about to say.
To play the multiplayer?
No. The Gladio DLC, the Ignis, and the other Prompto one are all separate DLCs you can buy by themselves. But there's this one DLC that you can get that has an online component.
Wait, does that cost money?
Yes, it does.
What the fuck?
If you get the season pass, it gives you all of it. So here's the problem. My friend bought the season pass, and I didn't. I was just buying the story portions. I didn't even know they were going to do an online component. When I found that out, I'm like, well, what was the point of me just buying the Gladio DLC? I should have just bought the season pass. Well, now they're coming out with the full game, which, by the way, you're required to download all of it anyway. So is it technically the full game if it's not on the disc? No, it's not.
Are you fucking kidding me? You have to pay for the Comrades DLC. What the fuck?
Yeah, you have to pay. You have to pay for all of it. But here's my problem, though. As she brought up earlier, did I make a mistake buying the $89 Steelbook version when now they're coming out with the $50 version that has everything?
Yes.
So I got ripped off basically, and I'm pretty good about not buying these Ultimate Editions. I'm usually pretty good about buying games that never have them. This is one of the first mistakes where I felt like, okay, I
$20.
Right. Well, I only spent $5 for the Gladio DLC. Luckily, that was it. But even then, I already spent almost $90 for the Steelbook that comes with the Blu-ray. So,
oh my god!
I mean,
so wait a minute. With that Steelbook, you didn't get a season pass, or
no. The only thing the Steelbook gave you was the movie and the Steelbook case. Matter of fact, I even have the Steelbook of the Kingsglaive movie that came with the anime, which is even rarer, by the way.
Oh my god!
So I have that Steelbook. I can confirm no season pass.
None. And that's what I'm saying. I'm sitting here telling my friend, right? I said, dude, I don't know if I want to spend this money when I could just get this. He's like, well, get the game. It's going to have an expanded Insomnia. I'm like, so why couldn't expanded Insomnia be in the original game? Why has it got to be in
10 years of development? It should have been in the fucking game. But no, these people want to fucking Square Enix was to fuck everything up and get the game out, but it's fucking incomplete. You know,
and it's
not only Square Enix at this point. It's just the whole kind of thing where they actually fuck themselves with this over if they bootload too much DLC in their games and have to re-release this shit. Because the problem actually comes because they actually neuter their own sales numbers. The most important sales are the ones very shortly after release. But if you all advertise this whole DLC stuff and people see, oh, there will be a definitive version, that will diminish the initial initial money sales. And the problem is that they just shoot themselves in the foot with that. And that's just not a good idea. They will make insane amount of minus with that. And I will see that this will not work. I tell you.
You know what's sad? I'm complaining about this, but there's a good 60% chance I'm probably going to get the Wario edition.
I hate to say it, and I'm in the same.
I want to see the whole game after waiting for this game for 10 years since 2006. More than 10 years at this point. I just want to play the complete game that was meant to be played with everything, the complete story.
What frustrates me more.
I'm gonna be mad though if even after the Royal Edition they still keep patching the fucking game.
Oh my god!
I'm glad you said that too. But
actually, did they ever add that DLC where that Dragoon Girl was playable? Because they announced that.
That's the thing. They're actually gonna have in this expanded version those characters that you could have in your party, but no, temporarily there are gonna be. And now there's a patch out now for 15. You can actually control all the characters independently. You can switch between them.
Yeah, see, this seems like
this is the first part. See, that's why I'm playing it now. I feel great. I'm sorry for everyone else's loss, but I feel good.
Awesome. So hey, let me ask you. You actually haven't beaten. You haven't beaten 15, right?
Who, me?
I haven't.
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't even played. I don't own it. I haven't done anything.
I made it to chapter 11.
I feel like saying you made the right decision, and I feel like I made the wrong one.
Yeah,
we all got for this.
To be fair, I did like 15 when I played and beaten it, but all of this stuff they added and all these DLC, do I really want to go back and replay 15 again? I don't know.
I don't even think it was good, if I'm being honest. I had to stop playing it because the gameplay and the controls are wonky as fuck. You'll be pressing X trying to open a door, and then Noctis will be jumping up and down, and you're just like, why is this happening to me?
I don't think 15 is the worst game I played. That title goes to Lightning Returns. I think that game was terrible. what I think
that's the worst Final Fantasy you played.
Oh, in my opinion, the worst. No contest. He's the worst. But what I think though about 15 with this expanded stuff is it was a huge mistake, and I think I hope this does not affect the remake of 7 and Kingdom Hearts 3. I hope it does not affect them in a similar way, because I feel like, and this is a part of me that has me very worried, is I feel like 3 and 7 might be in the same boat. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like they're going the same road too. They're going to have so much DLC that you have to pay for, then they're going to release the Ultimate Edition later on, and then they're going to release the Pocket Edition of it too, because why do we need that?
Pocket Edition?
The mobile version, right.
The one people thought was going to be the Switch version.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Oh god! At this point, it feels like Square Enix is a walking brain aneurysm. Just calling for it.
But yeah, Pelvic. Actually, that part about Gladio is actually that expanded part. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I heard about that. So I'm like glad I'll be able to play it like how it should have played, but it still just sucks for those who have
The
played
only
it day one.
thing that I'm upset about, they do give you these side stories. They should have incorporated them in the game if they're going to try to patch it. Instead of making them
wait, they didn't.
No,
they're not even like part of the game. They're just side. Oh, that's
they're side.
man.
Yeah, they're side
Right,
parts. Yeah, they're not even they're not attached to the story at all. So,
Oh man.
All right.
See, that's so you just have to like stop. So like, let's say we get to the Gladios part, and then I have to like stop. Let's see, do just
no, honestly, if you're gonna buy this, I would do that. I would get to the part where he leaves the party, play the side, and then go back to the game. That's what I would do if you want to play.
Is that now? Is that with like Prompto as well, or just Well, you know, this is a separate stuff. All right.
Well, see,
cool.
Promptos is actually an older, like way before the event of this. So,
play Promptos first. We'll figure it out. All right, we'll continue with this. I'm probably going to talk to you on Twitter about this because now I have questions.
But remember, you have to watch the anime and the movie before playing the game.
Oh my fucking god!
You gotta watch
this is like becoming a
first. You gotta watch the movie.
Can I just play the damn game? Like I said, call me old fashioned. I just want to pop the game in and I want to play. Like, you know, I want to go.
Well, here's the thing: you don't watch the anime, you'll know nothing about the main characters.
Yeah, that's
if you
true.
watch the movie, an entire segment of the game is sort of missing. So
yeah, and actually,
I don't know what's going on.
The anime is completely.
So this game is just all sorts of like. I mean, that's
Fucked
fine.
up,
It's just more like. It's just more like you're. Give us a full game at this point, you know, like. We don't need extra content.
Having to do that is bullshit. Like, you shouldn't have to watch a movie or an anime series just to understand what the fuck is going on in your story. If you have to, you wrote your story badly.
That's the sad part about
this is what I'm talking about. Shinsai and I are on the same page. This is why Shinsai.
I agree. I don't like it either. I just don't. See, I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, and I keep saying that I'm disappointed with the franchise, and I keep going back and playing it, and then I'm like, and then I go back, and I'm like, seriously?
Okay,
so let's move on from Final Fantasy. It's
this is only end in fire and despair.
All right, so let's go on to an actual good port, or actually a good re-release. The World Ends With You Final Remix is coming.
Yes,
Day one.
I've never.
I mean, I'm not buying it because I already played it, but I'm happy for it. I am happy for this.
I didn't buy it on the DS, so this is just perfect for me.
Oh, great!
I've never played it before. Actually, I've never owned a DS.
What?
So,
what?
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
The judgment is real.
Okay, so let me go back for a second. I think I talked to Shintai years ago, back in 2008, and when I first got into YouTube, I was only into console games, and even to this day, it's hard for me to get into handhelds. I just, for some reason, don't like handhelds, and I've always avoided Nintendo handhelds pretty astonishingly well. And even if there's really good games, there's some good games on them, but I've actually managed to just avoid them altogether. And I think I bought the 2DS, not recently, the new 2DS, not the stupid doorstop one, but but I bought one. And well, I think Shintai mentioned a couple of good games on it back in the day. Like, I know I never got into Ace Attorney. I heard they were good. And
Ace Attorney's awesome.
Mm-hmm. So my problem with this new announcement, I actually heard the game was good when it came out. I remember hearing about it. It was a really good game.
That game is a goddamn masterpiece. That's arguably the last good Square Enix game that was released.
And that's the problem, is that I didn't have a handheld. I'm like, this game looks great, but I'm not going to buy a handheld. Like, literally, I stuck to my gun. I was like, I don't care how good this game is. I'm not buying it.
Well, you can buy it for your Switch.
Yeah, no, I'm happy about that now.
Okay.
But at the time, I'm like, no, I can't do it.
So are you also going to get Radiant Historia? Is that also a thing you're looking at?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, I think now the Switch kind of caters to me because I like to play my games on a nice big TV, and I can actually do that now.
Wait, is Radiant Historia going to be on the Switch?
Yeah, the whatever it's called.
3DS.
I thought that was getting a 3DS version.
Oh, 3DS. Oops, sorry.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Well, okay, I do have a 3DS, so I'll play it. I'll play it. Okay. But I'm be honest, I look at my 2DS and whatever, and I'm like, I don't, I mean, the screen is nice on the new 2DS. It's way bigger than the small one.
Yeah, I've been the same way. I haven't touched my DS in like months. Last thing I played was Corpse Party.
Yo, real talk. If you guys don't want to play that DS, slide it over here. Like, a brother could use an extra DS.
What? No, I have two of them.
Slide it over here.
I can give you the doorstop one.
Nah, I don't want that.
You can't be choicy.
Yeah, slide it
I
over
have one
here.
big worry about The World Ends With You, and that's the fact the battle system is almost all touch-based. And it evolved almost scratching your bottom screen, so I'm worried about that with the Switch.
No. They said they actually it will have touch controls, right? But I heard it has actual buttons. So
Yeah, because I remember you had to play one hand with the button and one hand with the touch screen, right?
But yeah, because the top screen was buttons, bottom was touch controls.
Right, but if you have it docked, then you can't have touch controls.
Yeah, so they're gonna have buttons. They're gonna have
to. They're gonna have to. Yeah, exactly.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm sort of not, because that was part of the fun, but I'll get over it.
It's a great game.
Nintendo caving into the power of a button.
Well, here's my question. I know the thing is, there was a game that came out at launch for the Switch that you actually had to play handheld. My thing is, when they announced this game, I was worried. I was like, "Oh God, don't tell me I have to play this handheld mode only." I'm gonna be pissed. But thank God it's not.
Okay. All right. So World Ends With You. Everybody here is getting the day one. If you haven't gotten the game or didn't play it back in the day, you need to get it because it's a damn good game. So moving a little away from JRPGs, Xbox Live Game Pass will have Microsoft's first party offering. I don't know if we have big Microsoft and Xbox players here, but you'll be able to get games like Halo, the next Halo, Forza, and Sea of Thieves, I guess, and all that stuff for $10 a month.
I heard JRPG talking about this, like how it's a ripoff, because something to do with the prices are almost equal to that already, so there's no reason for you to buy this.
The Game Pass?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's if you just sign up for it and Halo, the new Halo just came out, you pay $10 to play Halo.
But that game is already viable for like $10 easy.
Well, some games might be a ripoff, but they actually released the Xbox One bundle that comes with Xbox Live and Game Pass for $229. So for someone who's never had an Xbox before, and you get some new release exclusive Xbox games, I think it's actually worth the deal for someone who's never owned an Xbox before. But
only thing about that is that Xbox needs to start releasing even more games if they're going to be starting this. Like,
yeah, all they got is Halo Gears.
Games are kind of boring.
Honestly, Xbox. I don't know how you guys all feel in general, but this is how I feel. I think most of us here play more like Japanese style games. I'm not saying we don't play Western games, but I think our appeal is towards Japanese games. And And so I think in this regard, if they had more of an audience that like the kind of games we play, I'd actually be pretty excited about it. Think about having Tales of Vesperia on there. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. But the problem is they're not catering to that. They're not catering to that audience, and so they've really lost a lot of people over the years. They're trying to get them all back with this Game Pass, and it might work for some people, but most aren't going to catch on to it.
But the biggest thing about it is that, of course, you're having Microsoft's first-party stuff. So you guys think this is just us getting one step closer to all games being digital at this point?
No.
This is Microsoft's attempt to try to make everything as an app.
I think it's more that they try to stay relevant at all, and that's why they do that. It's not. They just lost. They just lost. And
they lost
they don't realize it yet, but they have lost.
I don't care how powerful the Xbox One X is. It doesn't matter. It's the games that matter, and unfortunately, they've missed the bar completely.
So you guys don't think the Xbox One is going to pull a PS3 and come out at the end of the generation and win it all?
No. Flat out.
I mean, they don't have games for this thing. They don't have anything interesting. They ruined their franchises.
Like, is anybody hyped for one Xbox game that's coming out?
Here's the thing. Here's a big fucking difference between the PS3 and the Xbox One. The PS3 had exclusives. The Xbox One does not. End of argument.
Yeah.
Well, here's the other thing.
Pretty much.
Well, back to your question you asked about and what excited. See, I'm excited for what already came out, which was Forza Horizon 2 and 3 and Gears of War 4. That's it. I'm a big fan of those two franchises, but that's it.
Yo, bro, let me tell you a secret about that. You can have all of these on PC.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah, that is true.
That's another thing that's shitty
Oh,
about
yeah.
the fucking Xbox. Like, even the exclusives, most of them you can get on PC.
Yeah.
So again, back to this $10 thing, this Game Pass. What's the point?
Is the Game Pass, does it work on PC or is it just on Xbox?
I think it's on. I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, Microsoft is all about inclusion of PCs in general for the game stuff, so it probably will work. So like you can't tell, but probably.
Well, there was a famous quote a lady said during the introduction of the Xbox X. She said, "Xbox will become the next water cooler." I think it's succeeded in that regard.
I don't know. I mean, it's just too hot for that. It just gets too hot for that, for being a water cooler.
Okay, I think the idea is cool. Don't get me wrong. Like being able to play any new game. Like, I mean, imagine if PS4 did that or Switch. That'd be awesome. But
I tell you. Look, Microsoft doing a Netflix. Nintendo doing a Netflix thing with all of their retro games. I would pay for that shit.
That's different. I would definitely pay for a $10 a month, being able to access the classic NES, Super Nintendo, and their other games. And I wouldn't mind. I definitely wouldn't mind it. No.
So wait, would you guys pay that on top of paying just for Nintendo's online services if they ever come out with it?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know. I don't know. I got to see how it works.
Well, aren't they actually doing a sort of system where you're getting like a few games included with their online subscription?
Yeah, but it's often just shit. It's nothing real important.
Yeah, exactly. It's like PlayStation Plus.
We just have to wait and see how this app thing's going to work with, because I think you have to use your phone with this, right?
Oh yeah, they already did it with Splatoon and it's failed out miserably. Okay, so apparently Dragon Quest 11, while it was in development, may have turned into an open world game, but the developers felt that casuals may not have been resonated with the game. They thought that they wouldn't know where to go because it's an open world game, and yeah, that's pretty much it. What do you guys think of that?
Stupid developers. I mean, come on! Open world is one of these casual baits. It's just
maybe it's different in Japan.
I think the problem that a lot of these developers have these days is that they think they know what's best, but they don't really see that you gotta find a medium between casual and your hardcore base.
You don't have to.
Well, no, you don't have to, but it's nice to at least think about that.
But I say with Dragon Quest is a household name in Japan, so it would have sold itself on name alone, even if it was open world.
Example, right? I'm not a Monster Hunter fan, but playing that beta made me want to play this Monster Hunter World game. And I guess what I'm trying to,
It was the cats, right?
Actually, no, it wasn't the cats. I think the game graphically looked beautiful. I think the combat.
You're telling me
solid.
those cats making food for you didn't make you want to buy the game?
That's a tough sell for me.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the
Are
cats
you dissing the cats, Shadow?
Okay.
Actually, no, but that doesn't sound like a reason for me to buy a game.
Yeah, that's not the. But
that's because it was a joke.
I kind of figured it was. But what I'm saying is, I consider myself a casual Monster Hunter player in that regard because I've never played the other ones. But I just consider myself a new person playing Monster Hunter. Like, would you consider Dragon Quest the same way? If they're saying casual, or what are they referring to? Casual is in someone who just kind of steps in and plays an occasional game in Dragon Quest, or someone who I guess is new.
Actually, there's a lot of people that play like a game like Dragon Quest casually. Like, they're just buying it on 3DS, they're buying it on their PS4s just because it's Dragon Quest.
That's
right. Right. Okay, see, I don't like the art style of Dragon Quest. I've never been a fan of the art style of any Dragon Quest game.
So you don't like the art style of Dragon Ball either?
I'm actually not a fan of Dragon Ball. I'm actually not a fan of Dragon Ball Z, period. I've never have been.
So you just don't like a character
I think Forrest just made a lot of enemies just now.
Oh, wait. I've actually hold on. I don't think they're bad games. I'm just not a fan of the style of them. This new fighting game looks good.
I'm just stating a fact.
I know, but I'm saying I like this new fighting game that came out. I was impressed with that. Yes, I was impressed with that. It was quite good, but I just have a preference of a style that I prefer. And Dragon Quest is just not one of them.
So wait, do you guys think open world games is hard for most people? Like, you know, gamers like us, we're not gonna have a problem with this. But like getting to the next place in the game, like the game is so vast, you don't know what to do next. You think
that depends on.
I don't think
like Breath of the Wild could be like that, but
yeah, Breath of the Wild is a good
example. Where you kind of obviously know where to go is easier.
Well, see, with Breath of the Wild, you had freedom to decide where you wanted to go. It wasn't like the game was holding your hand and go to this place or that place. You could, if you wanted to beat the game when you started it, you could. So, if they approached this design of Dragon Quest how Nintendo approached Breath of the Wild, I think it could work for not only casuals but even for people who are fans of it.
Well, that might be a good thing for casuals because they're dropped into this world and they're like, okay, what the heck do I do now? And then they can't figure it out, so they just go do something else.
So they should actually, if they build the game properly, it should be based around that model. And I think that will work for casuals.
Here's the thing, though. Like, there's a reason why Grand Theft Auto sold like 20 million copies. Granted, the Western market, Japanese market are very different. But at the same time, it's clear that even casual players can come to grips with open world.
Yeah, I think if they sink enough time into them, they'll understand how the mechanics will work. But it all depends.
But like, I don't see like I mean, obviously, I haven't played Dragon Quest 8 yet because it hasn't come out here. But I don't see how it would be all that different compared to like Dragon Quest 8 in terms of how you explore the world.
I don't think it's that different. I saw a gameplay of it. It's not too different. You're pretty much just going on the field, going from one place to the other.
So I don't know. I think the developers might be overthinking it. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So some of y'all might not care about this, so we're gonna just move on real quick. Legend of Heroes: Trails of Cold Steel 2. It's coming to the PC on February 14th. Nice. I got a couple of Cold Steel fans. I only care about this because I got to continue the story, and I'd rather continue it on the PC than on the PS3, where you got jaggies, long load times, and just general slowdowns. So 60 frames per second. Yeah, I'm there.
I made a running joke. I made a running joke when playing the second one. There's this girl that has this aura around her when she floats in the air, and every time she pops up, the game chugs at like 15 frames per second. And when she disappears, the game is back to normal. And every time she pops up, I'm like, oh, here we go. More chug frame rate. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to play it on PC. I just thought I'm not going to touch the PS3 version anymore.
Well, I played on PS3. I never really noticed too much frame.
No. The frame rate's not. The frame rate's fine. It's when this certain person that has this weird aura around them. I guess.
What's her name? The little lowly girl. I forget her name.
I forget her name too.
The robot.
Whenever she pops up, the game just chugs.
Isn't she one of your favorite characters, Souls?
No, you talking about no. I like Fee and Laura.
Oh, okay. I thought we was talking
about. Soul sounded so offended. How dare you?
Come on, man, get it right.
Remember, lollies are
her
nightmares thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I got a question, Shadow. Do they have like extra voiced, parts in it that wasn't in the PS3 version like they did?
Supposedly they're going to be adding a lot more voice acting than was in the PS3 version.
Now that's a really good thing because I hated it when there's like voice acting and then it suddenly stops voice acting out of nowhere.
That was what is it? A good friend of ours, Swordfish, actually brought this up when I reviewed it that we did. That it's jarring that he thought his game was broken. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, no, it's not broken. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, I noticed that from the first game, and then I was hoping it like they fix it in the second one, but they didn't. But one thing I gotta say is really cool is that you can actually put your custom music in some of the battles on
that's cool.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
There's one thing I gotta say real quick about that game is I freaking hate how much the bosses cure themselves so much, so much.
I know what you mean.
Wait, Cold Steel 2 or 1?
There's the second one.
Oh, okay. Then
it's insane.
All right, then I gotta get ahead through that.
Cold Steel has some tough bosses.
Yeah, they did, man. The first game, oh my god.
Like the first game final boss, oh my god.
That was like that game was putting you to the test. Like, did you
Yes.
practice? Did
Oh
you
my
get everything down
goodness.
pat?
I think I only died once to the final boss in Cold Steel 1.
Don't lie, man. Don't lie.
The thing about the second game, there's a lot of bosses where you're not
Okay.
supposed to win,
I'm
but
trying
you're
to
just supposed
remember
to survive.
what level you're supposed to be at when you start the second game. It's like level 45 or something like that.
Yeah, you're
Just
level
about,
40.
yeah.
I know what you mean, Bao. Like those two, no spoilers, but the two guys that work with Fee,
Yeah.
they were hard as I don't know what. Because you are supposed to beat them, but they're still super hard where you got to survive enough to like last through for the mission to be done.
And for
There
all
was-
you trophy
there was-
hunters, there's a achievement or a trophy for actually killing them.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
And if you hate yourself that much, go for
Yeah, I was
it.
about to say.
Challenge accepted.
No, thank you. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Wait, this is Cold Steel 2, right?
Cool
Yeah.
Steel too.
Yep.
Challenge accepted. All right, I'm doing it.
There
I
was
will
a
not move on in that game until I beat them.
Bao already got you into one problem. You're trying to get you into another.
that reminded me of like one fight that I did in the game where I ended up somehow killing both bosses that I had to fight like instantly. Like it wasn't, and it was just like one spell. I was like, okay. I never even got to see how they fought because I killed them instantly, and apparently that wasn't supposed to happen. I wasn't supposed to get a high critical kill on them instantly. I somehow managed to breeze through that fight, which is so.
All right, so I got another challenge to pick up when I get Cold Steel 2. I will be doing that.
God.
Oh no, another Shadow Elite special.
God.
I love them Shadow Elite specials, man.
All right, so Disgaea 1 is being remade again on PC. I think it's coming to PS4 as well. I'm not too sure. But do we have that many Disgaea fans around here?
I mean,
Yes,
I
I'm super looking forward to that one.
it's hard to get into as someone who bought the one for the Switch and was just like, what's happening?
I would think that one is a little overwhelming, especially when they give you all that DLC. I would definitely say start with 1 because it's low. It's not as well. Depending on how they handle this one, they may go all out like 5. But
I actually read some article when that game came out that it supposedly is more streamlined for 5 than it was for 4. 4, I tried playing that and I was like, this is too much. I couldn't handle the grinding in 4. It was
it that much grinding? I don't remember.
I thought
it being that
3.
much grinding. Well, you grind in Disgaea anyway.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
you do, but I felt the grinding was a lot more. There was a lot more of it than in 5. 5 seemed a little more, straight to the story. Like
5 is easily breakable in my opinion. I'm playing through it right now.
Well, technically, any Disgaea game is breakable. Just go through the item world and just.
yeah, you can just
Like
go
I
through
feel
that
like
real
5
level
doesn't
with
have to do
weapons.
that though, like with the evil abilities or whatever,
Oh, the
I
evil
didn't
team.
even know.
Yeah.
Oh, ability things.
and like the revenge system.
I didn't
okay,
even
yeah,
know
yeah,
about.
yeah.
I didn't even know about the Sky 1 being remake. I totally didn't even hear about this.
Yeah.
That's happening. That's actually pretty cool. I like Disgaea 1. I think my favorite Disgaea though is Disgaea 2,
Same.
and then Disgaea.
PSP version is definitive.
Oh
I
yeah,
think 1 is my favorite, but that just might be nostalgia speaking.
yeah.
I remember watching the animated one and then playing the first one.
My favorite is actually the sequel to the first game, D2. I liked it a lot.
I did play a bit of D2.
really?
I actually liked D2. I bought the Disgaea collection on PS3, and it comes with that.
Because
So,
the way I see it, I think the first game had the best characters, but since it's the first game, it had the weakest gameplay. So D2 has the same great characters, but now it has more improved gameplay. So I had the most fun with it.
Shintai,
I
did you ever get a chance? Did you
have
ever
a
get a
big
chance to play?
question.
What is it?
Did you ever get a chance to play Disgaea 5?
5? No, I beat 1, 2, 3, and D2. I haven't touched 4 or 5.
So, but I
Like 5
have
is
a
better than
kind of-
4.
I have a kind of question. So, why do they remake the game again?
I don't know. I guess it's the.
Well, they never remade it.
I mean, it's already on PC. It already has an update. It's already an update.
Well, the graphics will be
No,
updated.
the character models are like really bad. If you ever go back to the first one compared to now, like you can't even see some of those sprite model faces sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, the PC version is a straight port of the original PS2 game. Like it's not.
Yeah, it's not anything changed with it.
Well, according to the official Steam page, it's not just the port. But okay.
Wait, it's not just a port.
No, it's going to be updated with like Disgaea 5 models. That's basically it's almost like a remake.
Yeah, but still, I think I should share this, so you can actually go look on the Steam store page and see up down. It says, and I quote here, "A new Disgaea PC. It's not just a port."
They might have
say that if they want.
They might have just added like a few of the
like the DLC might be added, not DLC, but like the extra missions might be.
Yeah, you know what? This game did come back out on the PSP and DS, and I think those versions did have like a little bit, a few extra bonus modes and stuff. Like,
this is the PSP version.
Yeah.
Well, I just found it interesting just to share these kind of things.
Well, here's my thing. I think for 2D style games that were on older consoles, for them to update the sprites in them, I think it's okay. But I think that lately they've been kind of messing around with the Disgaea games, and for a while they usually didn't. They usually just released them and moved on. But I do find recently with them releasing Disgaea 5 on the Switch and now this, it makes me wonder: are they trying to get a budget for the next Disgaea game?
They always release like Disgaea games again on like different systems. Like they usually always release them on either the PSP or the Vita after they've been out for like a year or something. On the
well, handhelds have kind of been switched to Nintendo now, so I guess remaking them is the only thing they got now for PC, since there's not really newer handhelds. So I guess it.
I think the Switch is probably going to be the way they move forward on when they release a mobile version of the Disgaea games.
Yeah, I think the Switch will be like the powerhouse for. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see a D2 version on the Switch or a D3 or D4. You know, I wouldn't be surprised.
Alrighty, all right. So moving on from Disgaea, Atlas is making a high-end PS4 action game.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Give it to me.
Wait, is it that same game they teased like last year?
What do you mean?
What game?
They have like official artwork for this new game they were teasing last year. Shoji Meguro's the composer.
Probably. That's
Shoji Meguro.
a good point. I hope so. I don't know. High action game, Atlas, sign me the fuck up. That's where I'm at right now. Like, if it's like some Nier Automata action,
at this point, I'm such a huge Atlas fan. There was a game that came out for PS2 called Coral Q, and that was actually a really good story-based Micro Machine car game.
Hold on, that wasn't developed by Atlas.
Wait, hold on. Atlas published it though, so the fact that they published it and they felt it was a good enough game, they had a good enough story. I'm still.
That's different, though. I disagree with Shintai. That's different.
I know they didn't.
Published and developed. Published and developed are two very different things.
I know they are, but I'm saying at the time when I played it, I didn't know that. When I bought it, I didn't know that. Let me go back. This is way back in the day when I bought it.
Basically, anything with the Atlas title, I'm down.
I'm saying it had Atlas's name on it. I said, well, maybe this is an Atlas game. I don't know. But I'm saying it was good. It was actually a really good storyline.
Okay, I found it. It's called Reef Fantasy.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope so. I'm excited. I love fantasy, like, themed games. High action. If it's anything like Nier Automata in terms of like its action,
I remember this game.
I am on fucking board. So an Atlas, Atlas.
There's only been one Atlas game that I've been disappointed with. That was Devil Summoner, the original Devil Summoner. I thought that game was kind of boring. I didn't think it was a bad game.
Is that the one? Is that the one with the naked kid, the naked boy with like lines on his face?
No,
that's not Nocturne. Which one is that?
No, he's talking about Devil Summoner, where you play as this guy that he's basically kind of like a detective almost. It takes place.
In
the 20s.
Oh, okay, I never mind.
And it's an action RPG, and you can get other demons to you basically capture them like Pokemon almost, and you carry them around in tubes. It was weird.
The sequel was a lot better.
Are you talking about the Rido games? So I think original.
Rido.
Okay, those aren't the originals. Originals on Sega Saturn. That's why I was confused. Like, anyway.
Right.
No, but I didn't like that one. I that was like the only one Atlas that I thought was kind of. Yeah.
I beat the first one, and I mean, I still thought it was a pretty decent game. Like, but yeah, the sequel's way better. The sequel is The only real problem I had with the sequel was I didn't like how you had to, like, the way that you did your combos. Like, you could just mash the button and you'd have like a shitty combo. But if you like pressed the button at the right time, then you can extend the combo. And I thought that the way that they did it was kind of shitty. But aside from that,
I didn't even know you
was
could
good.
get an extended combo. That's interesting.
no, yeah, it was annoying though. I didn't like how it was implemented. But
Well, you know, it had that, what was it, pressure sensitive buttons. I guess I should have known.
Oh, I hated the pressure sensitive button in Star Ocean 3.
I hated a lot of things in Star Ocean 3.
I know. We're not gonna talk bad about Star Ocean 3 in here.
Hey,
Man, I will shit all over Star Ocean 3.
Oh my god.
Let's get away from Star Ocean because that stirs up Shintai. Let's just move on.
God, that's just a minefield.
All right. Star Ocean 3 is a good game. All right, everybody listening right now.
I had fun with Star Ocean 3
I think
as well.
Star Ocean 1 and Star Ocean 2 are the supreme beings of the best.
I agree with this. They are the best in the series.
They are the best, period.
Star Ocean 3. Okay.
It's way worse.
Okay, Shintai, what about Star Ocean 5?
Oh god.
Oh no!
Star Ocean 5.
Is it worse than 5?
Yes, Shintai.
Star
Is it worse than 5?
really bad.
Wait, hold. Time out. Everybody, stop for a second. Stop for a second. You're gonna tell me Star Ocean 5 is better than Star Ocean 3 Shintai?
Hold
I didn't
up.
say that.
Okay.
I said
Wait.
Star Ocean
Well,
5
I'm
is
putting
really
you on the
bad.
spot right now. What's better?
I guess I'd say 5 is worse.
You can't say 3.
Wow.
There's not like a huge.
Okay, Shintai. Shintai,
You're
this shocks
trying,
me.
man.
This
You're
really
trying.
shocks me. I'm sorry, Shintai. This shocks me because I thought with that video you made, I thought that solidified the fact that you thought that was like the worst.
I did say it was the worst.
Okay. I
just
have
said
my
that
hand
5
on
is
the
worse.
eject button. But okay.
Well, no. See, the thing is, are we talking about worse in like every aspect or just certain aspects?
Every aspect.
I was about to say every aspect for Shintai.
No, I don't think every aspect.
Okay.
Okay, you know
I
what?
mean, I'm pretty sure the box art wasn't terrible.
Well, I
You know, you're right, Nightmare. I do think the box art was better than 3 because it was just nothing but stars.
Oh
in
my
3.
god.
You know what's funny is I went to Walmart the other day and found a copy of Star Ocean 5 for like 25 cents.
Oh my
And you know, I'm looking at it and I'm like thinking to myself, is it worth 25? No, I'm serious. Clearance, 25
I don't
cents.
believe you.
I'm serious.
I would have bought it probably. at
Walmart.
25.
Okay, so sometimes you get lucky and find really cheap games at Walmart if you look. And every so often, I just randomly go into Walmart and look, and they'll clearance certain games out. And one of them was Kingdom Hearts for PSP. It was like $5 for it. Although at this point, yeah, Birth by Sleep. It's no point in having it because I mean it's on the HD thing anyway.
Yeah.
But I never owned a physical copy of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010 version, and that was clearance. So I was picking the game up, and it was sitting there randomly on the shelf. And I'm like, cool, 25 cents, I'll take it. I don't like the game, but I'll take it.
I gotta be honest. I don't even know if I still have Star Ocean 5. I can't. I don't know if I traded it in or I just like buried it somewhere.
I know. I got rid of my copy.
See, the thing is, okay, I don't know if although I got it dirt cheap for like nothing, I don't know if I really want to play it again. But
Don't.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, don't do it to yourself.
It's 25 cents, whatever.
Yeah.
I remember when that game first came out, we were all saying this game looks super weird. It's like looking too much like 3.
Well,
I thought it looked
playing like
good.
3.
I thought it looked good. I thought it was gonna be a good game. Jeez, was I disappointed?
It was bad. It's the
Let's
worst in the
just-
series. It's definitely the worst Star Ocean game.
Well, I remember.
Okay, good.
I remember when it first came out. I was excited to play it. I'm not gonna lie. I was excited to play it. I reserved it. Got the the Valkyrie profile DLC inside of it for the music, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. Like the only redeeming thing I liked was hearing the second Valkyrie profile battle thing, which was badass, but that didn't save the game at all.
All right, we got a question from the chat. SMT fan asks, are we interested in the SMT mobile game that's going to be released worldwide?
No.
X2
No.
SMT
No.
Liberation.
I don't play mobile games.
His
I'm
mobiles.
fairly certain that no one in this chat gives an ounce of a fuck about mobile gaming.
I'm sorry, SMT fan, but that's just the facts.
Yeah, I don't do mobile gaming. I stick to.
It's a nice theme song. I'll give it that.
Oh, really?
Okay, so what about Dreadful Boredom? Boo. Asks, what game do you guys regret purchasing?
Star Ocean
Witch in
Star
the
Ocean.
100
Final
Five.
Fantasy 15.
Final Fantasy 15, Star Ocean 5.
What was the question?
What games do you regret buying?
Oh, Tales. Tony a Dark New World. Fucking hate that game.
Okay.
yeah,
On my list.
yeah.
Which one?
I
Wow,
feel
that
you
was
so
Tales
hard
of
there.
Hearts.
Oh man.
Okay,
It's
my
so
games,
bad.
my games I regret buying. It's two. We already mentioned Lightning Returns earlier. The other one is Last Rebellion.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hate that game. I beat and reviewed it. Game was terrible.
Damn, why'd you waste your time on that?
I hold on. I hated that game so much. I reviewed it a second time and redid my review and replayed the damn game again. That's how much I hated it.
Why?
I don't know. That game was trash.
The game was horrible.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking horrible.
I also thought that was weird. I was like, why is this fucker reviewing it twice?
I hated the game that much. I had to review it again.
You had to review it again.
I had to review it again because I hated the game that fucking much. Yes.
I think mine would probably be Witch in the 100 Night. That game was so boring.
Oh, really? I was thinking about getting the second one. I don't know.
That game was so boring. I'm done.
Oh, Shintai, come on now. You remember Mugen Souls, don't you?
I'd rather not.
Oh, Mugen Souls. I remember that game with the little people.
I always wanted to play that. Actually.
I bought Mugen
Yeah,
Souls Z after Shintai didn't like the first. I said I'm gonna get a benefit of the doubt. Maybe the sequel's better. It is actually worse than their first one.
Wait, is it because of the performance or is it because?
Oh, not just the performance. Everything else is worse.
Okay. Because I don't know how. I'd another chance on Steam if I found it for like $2.
And I wouldn't even buy it for $2.
Oh my.
So
One of the great
Dreadful
things about that
Boredom
game-
asks, question for podcast: how questionable is Shadow's taste at times?
No.
That's
Whoa.
brutal.
Whoa.
Jeez.
What are we questioning here? What taste? Like I have flawless taste. Like I don't know what you guys talking about.
Flawless taste.
I would say
Okay.
3 out of 10 times.
Damn.
3 out of
I
10.
mean, when I heard this man ain't like Ed and Eddie and Courage College, dog, I had to start questioning.
Okay, what were they? I'm curious. What were they? What? Yakuza 0. Okay, fine.
You haven't.
What's another one?
Well, you haven't played Yakuza 0 yet.
Okay, yeah, that's true. It's gonna happen soon.
Oh, you didn't like Ninja Gaiden?
You don't like Ninja Gaiden?
No. I don't
See?
What?
Wait, I don't care for Ninja Gaiden because it made me so angry when I played it.
Man,
Oh,
come
don't-
on.
Don't feel too bad. I'm not a fan of Ninja Gaiden either. To be fair, I thought Ninja Gaiden Black was.
Well, I mean, you suck at those kinds of games, anyways.
You know what, Shintai? Hold on.
You know, I'm not wrong.
Shintai, you have your Shintai games, right? I call it the Shintai game. Anything you like, it's the Shintai game. So I know you're a fan of those, but me, I tried, okay? At least give me some credit. I do like Devil May Cry 2. I know that game is not the best one.
Devil May Cry 2 is
No, it's not the best one. But it's the only one
How you like Devil May Cry 2?
I think I know. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was pretty cool when I think I was just a kid thinking extra is cool. So I thought that second disc where you play as that chick, I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I don't think. I mean, okay, I just made myself look bad.
Okay, one of these days, I'm gonna do a video on DMC2, and I'm just gonna lay it all out. It's gonna be like a college thesis. where I carefully explain everything wrong with that game.
No, Shintai, no.
So wait, guys. It's just Yakuza 0. That's it for me, right? That's it.
Well, you also like Big Bang Theory, and that show is fucking terrible.
Okay, that show was hilarious.
Oh my God.
That show is not hilarious. That show is fucking trash.
I think I have to scrub
that thing.
this.
I'd be like,
Yeah, Nightmare, we gotta stop this because I'm just.
We have to
I'm
scrub
just
this
too
because
curious.
let's just not.
I'm
Okay,
about to
okay.
ask
You bought way too many Hyperdimension Neptunia specials.
Oh,
That's
hold on. Hold on. Now I'm gonna be honest. I bought the original Hyperdimension Neptunia. The original.
No. I don't mind the games. I'm just saying that he buys a little bit too much of the special editions instead of the just big. No.
You know what's funny about
Forrest is very known for that.
No, for what?
Buying lots of special editions.
I probably have I have a shit ton of them. Yes.
Hey, I have a lot too, but like I think you beat me by a long shot.
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
I think we've all bought a special edition or two that we probably never even bothered playing.
Okay, do I regret buying those Hyperdimension Neptunia games?
Hyperdimension Neptunia, no. I played the first one, bought the box set for it. I didn't like it. I never touched another Hyperdimension game ever.
No, the first game is so bad.
Yeah, first game is really.
Yeah, first game.
I beat it though.
Neptunia Victory was good. That one legitimately, I actually liked Neptunia Victory, but
Victory. I liked Victory.
Yeah, Victory
but then I realized that the rest of the games were just endlessly like copying Victory over and over again. I was just like, "What is?"
Now I got a question for you, Shintai. What do you think about these auxiliary games?
Oh god, I used to love
auxiliary. We talked about that. I think last
it's the same as Neptunia, where it's just the same shit, just like repackaged and rebranded.
They follow me.
This new one,
early stuff.
This new one coming out looks good. I played the demo.
They all look good.
No, this one legit actually plays pretty well.
Wait, there's a demo?
Well, I had to go to the Japanese store and play it, but it's actually pretty solid. You actually fight in a painting world, and you actually harvest items in these painted worlds, and you actually go back into the real world. And the only way you can actually, like, there's people who are, I guess, who from what I saw, there's people who have died. This guy makes paintings of these people, like it's like a remembrance. But these worlds come to life, and these two girls, who I guess are twin sisters, they go into the worlds and they can actually communicate with the people who are dead or whatever's on the other side. It to me, it's unique because the other games all kind of play the same. You got a certain time frame, do this.
Yeah, I pre-ordered that the special version of that game.
I'm telling you right now, the Japanese demo of what I played with, I'm sold. I am sold on it because I didn't like Sophie at all. I thought Sophie,
are you getting it for the Switch?
I don't know. I don't know which one I want it on.
See, because I pre-ordered it for the Switch first because I was like, might as well.
I might just buy it for the Switch just because I don't really have a lot of games on it right now. And that probably might be a good idea, I think.
Okay, we've got another question by Crawford Graham. He asks, have any of us played Fate Extella, and what did we think of it?
Nope.
I have played it.
I played it.
I don't really have a lot to say about it. I don't think it's a bad game of what I played. I haven't finished it.
It's okay. I think it's really hard for anybody to get into if you didn't play the PSP. What was it?
Fate Extra.
Yeah,
Fate Extra. By the way, that one, the first one is more like it really plays like a visual novel. And
yeah, it does.
But there's this game on PSP called The Last Ranker that actually got the game engine from that, and it was developed by Capcom, and I forget the team who actually did the battle system for it, the name of the people in the development of it, but they rolled that battle system over into Fate Extra. But instead of it playing almost like you had control of what your decisions were, this one was almost like rock, paper, scissors. So
yeah, Fate Extra has this weird rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, we're talking about that one. I was thinking about the Dynasty Warriors.
No, yeah, that's the one that the question is about.
Yeah.
But Forrest was just talking about Fate Extra because they're connected.
They're connected to each other. So for you to understand a little more of this game, you have to get by the fact that battle system is not the greatest.
So I would describe Fate Extella as the poor man's Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, exactly.
Just stay away. Just stay away from the.
I would describe Fate Extra as a poor man's version of The Last Ranker, which is way better. But
I will say that if you are a Fate fan, there is some fun you can have with Extella, just from the pure like fun that you can have playing your favorite servant.
Yeah.
Like I love Saber. Fucking love Saber. When I was able to play as her, I was so happy. And that just comes from me just like as a fan of the series. But if you're not a fan of the series, there isn't really much there.
I'm not gonna lie.
Why don't you fuck with Fate Grand Order?
I don't play gacha games.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone in here plays gacha games.
So, but you don't even care about the if the lore is canon or not.
Man, I fucking exercised that shit from my life.
I gotta ask, Shintai, do you?
I'm an OG Fate fan, and that's how I'm gonna keep it. Okay.
Okay. Because I'm asking because I sent that picture when I was at that import bookstore I went to in Carrollton, and you left that comment about, you kind of more towards the OG stuff, and I was like, oh.
I'm an OG fan. I read the visual novels, the fucking visual novels, fan translated. Okay, I ain't down with that gacha bullshit.
Okay, I do play a little bit of gacha games. I play just the ones that I'm interested in. Like I played some Fate. Of course, I had to try out Digimon, and
I tried Fire Emblem, but it's too dumbed down.
I haven't gotten to any of those games. Just
they all kind of have the same model.
Pay to win, basically.
Pay to win, pretty much.
So last thing we're going to talk about here, we'll take maybe 1 or 2 questions from the chat. But Dragon Ball FighterZ released. I don't know if anybody here has gotten it.
I have
I have not gotten it yet. As much as I like the demo, I haven't bought it yet.
But my question to you guys is: do you think the game would be so popular if it wasn't Dragon Ball?
Definitely
no. It wouldn't be that popular.
That's a good question.
I mean, the game looks good by itself. I think if it had different characters, just going by the look of the game, I would be interested.
It wouldn't be as popular because you look at Guilty Gear. Was it Xrd 2? Like that kind of has the same graphics engine as FighterZ, but it's actually a really good fighting game, but it's actually one of the least popular fighting games, just due to its name.
Yep. No, people don't want that because they have no idea what's going on the screen, and they want to have that Dragon Ball shit because Dragon Ball sells like hell. Yep. Thank you, Bandai. Just thank you.
Yeah, that's the thing that makes this game so good is that it's a good game on its own, but then if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, that makes it even better.
Yep.
And that's why so many people bought this game and not Guilty Gear. Even if Guilty Gear in and of itself is really good, people don't have that immediate association.
Exactly.
To be fair, I think that's why you have this game. More people recognize Dragon Ball than they recognize Guilty Gear or anything like Blaze Blue or anything else.
Okay.
And plus, it's easy to get into. The combat system is really simple, really easy to learn. It's like made for the Dragon Ball fans that play games like Xenoverse or Tenkaichi.
You got a lot of people complaining about the auto combos in the game, but if you're complaining about the auto combos in the game, you should be good enough to know when the auto combo is going to start, when it's going to end, and how to punish your opponent. And plus, if you're really complaining, you're playing the game online like crazy, so you should be higher than the people that are going to be using auto combos like crazy.
It's funny. It's funny that they put certain scales that can only be done through an auto combo, so you can see who's actually doing an auto combo or not.
Oh, they actually show you
really? Yeah, there's skills that you can only do in an auto combo.
Huh.
My bad.
Okay. So, that's the topics I got for today. Another question in the chat. Dreadful Boredom again, Blue. What media do you not want to see get a remake? I guess you can go games, movies, TV shows. Not want to see it get a remake?
Kingdom Hearts, I'm fucking done. No more.
I need 3. I need 3, and then after that, if it's good enough, we'll see.
I mean, but 3 is a remake. That's different. 3 is a new game, not a remake. We said what I don't want to be remade.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, I feel like if they did Kingdom Hearts, they would add an extra ending to it, and then there'll be more questions to answer, and then
none of this Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, no, don't say that.
No, I swear if they do the Final Fantasy 15 thing with Kingdom Hearts 3, oh my god.
DLC
I don't want to think about
it. Disney World.
I don't even want to think about it. I swear to God, I don't want to even think about it. All right, so it's the question. Oh my god.
I think a game that is perfect the way it is, and I would really hate to see it get remade, would be Final Fantasy IX. That game is perfect. Leave it alone.
So wait, you don't want to see it with like better graphics, but literally the same game, but just
That's
better graphics, better resolution, better.
Literally,
I mean, you look at his character model
game, and it looks better. That's fine. But what I'm saying, when I think remake, though, I think also like they're gonna take some creative liberties. They might like change some shit about the story, or like, kind of like what they're doing with Final Fantasy VII. Yeah. Where they're making it's not just the same game but with better graphics. Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be like almost a completely different game.
You think so?
That's what it looks like.
Confirmed.
It's not even turn-based.
Yeah, it's gonna be different. I mean, it's gonna be the same, but
I mean, I haven't played the original 7. I just thought the story was I thought the story was going to be the same. It's just updated graphics, and I understand it's not turn-based anymore. But again, I haven't played 7, so what the fuck do I know? So
we don't know what they're gonna do. But just based on what I've seen, maybe it'll be cool as its own thing. But I'm also worried that they're going to betray the spirit of the original game, and I don't want to risk that for Final Fantasy IX.
Okay,
I feel like Final Fantasy IX.
Come on, people! Come on! We all know that they already betrayed the spirit of Final Fantasy VII because they don't listen to the message of a fucking game. It's like, come on, let it go, please.
Well, yeah, I don't blame Shintai. This is Square Enix, so they would definitely
mess something up.
They would
mess something. That's what I'm saying. Just leave Final Fantasy IX alone. We
That's fair.
Got that PC port. That was fine. They didn't really fuck with it. They just touched up the models. That was fine. Now leave it alone.
I still need to finish Final Fantasy IX, or actually,
it's such a good game. So good.
It's
my favorite. My favorite.
Watch my video on it.
It's great. 10 out of 10. Okay, so anyone else with their what they don't want to be remade?
That should be more incentive to watch. You did a great job voicing Garnet.
Oh, thank you. But go. Anyone else not want to see a game remade?
There are always games I want to see get remade again. Like Parasite Eve, I would love to see that game get remade again. I don't care what
That's the opposite of the question.
I know. There's no game that I would rather just keep in the past. Like, really, I would like to see every game to come out with a new remake, if possible.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. I'm trying to think of something. It's kind of hard because, like, anytime I'm thinking about something, I'm thinking about something that I do want to see remade.
Yeah, it's like there's no game I would rather keep in the past. If they can come and with updated graphics, better frame rate, 60 frames per second, I'm there. So
okay, just because Dreadful Boredom wants to see me in pain, he's asking me specifically. Thoughts on Fate Grand Order becoming canon? How dead would you become inside?
Is that
one Lancer chick? She was pretty cool.
Even if Nasu himself on a stage said this is all canon, I would ignore it.
I mean, he would only say it and then cash in his check right on the stage,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he would literally
make that money,
grabbing the check as he walks off.
Where's my check? I just said it. Come on.
But you can't do that. The creator said that it's canon. So.
I'm going to ignore it. Look, the original source material is still pure. I could still go back to it. And I could still enjoy it for what it is. I can ignore all the bullshit around it.
I don't know.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
I don't know about that.
What do you mean you don't know about that?
I don't know about that, man. You can't just ignore what the creator says, man.
Okay, what are we talking about? What are we talking about again?
Bro. The Star Wars fandom has
if fucking Miyamoto one day said that I totally intended for Super Mario Bros. To actually be a first-person shooter. What?
I'm sorry. You got to.
What are you gonna do with that?
We're talking about what game would you not like to see a remake of?
Oh, okay.
I think everybody answered it for the most part. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Unless anybody got any topics they want to bring up themselves or any questions.
Okay, so actually, I do have one topic I want to ask everybody. So, if you had a choice of picking which game that had the best battle engine, which game would you pick as I guess if you're making a new game, what battle system would you use from which game?
There's a few good battle systems I actually really liked. Like Legend of Legaia. No, not Legend of Legaia, sorry. Legend of Legacy. Now that game was shit. The story was absolute garbage, but the gameplay of it was actually really interesting. If only it had like a story to keep you motivated and invested.
You know, actually,
you had like tug of war elements. Have you? It's a really boring fucking game. But the gameplay though, like if they spruced up a little bit of the gameplay, that would have been solid. I'm also partial to Tales of gameplay. I just like running around. Like I do like the Tales of gameplay. I gotta say, I'm talking about like the newer ones. You know. Zestiria. Well,
Zestiria's combat is complete garbo.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm glad,
sorry.
I'm glad you mentioned Legend of Legacy because I bought the box set with the soundtrack. I hadn't have a chance to play it though, but I'm
yeah, I bought it too, and I have opinions on it, but it's So I think that's good. I also like
a new video.
Oh no! What are you talking about? I made a video like 2 years ago.
Oh, you did?
Friend.
I'm gonna watch it now.
Oh, I did. All right.
Right after this, I'm gonna watch it.
All right. So,
but it's the gameplay was the gameplay had cool elements. Just the story was bad, and then I also like Nier Automata, but that's just like smashing things in the face, and it's great. So
yeah, it's pretty much.
Just like Bayonetta, I like fast, like Platinum games. I like fast.
Yeah. That's speaking my language.
Yeah, those are the Shintai games right there.
So those are my 3.
You this fucking guy with those Shintai. I feel you.
I guess I would have to say Tales of Graces, maybe, or Tales.
Yes.
Tales of Graces.
I'll admit, Graces' combat is quite solid.
Yes.
Really good.
Thank you.
I think you shared out a combo video, Shintai. I watched that. That was freaking awesome. It reminded me,
right?
Yeah, it reminded me just how awesome and how creative some of Grace's like arts were. Like Starlight attack. Looks beautiful.
I still have yet to actually completely finish Grace's app. I have not beaten it.
You got. I think I beat it twice.
Same.
How you beat it twice? Shit. How the hell you guys beat that game twice? I couldn't do it
because it's a good game.
That game was really fun.
Okay,
that's so good.
Fun, but like power of friendship kind of got like.
Yeah.
I mean,
that didn't bother me, honestly.
I didn't really care about it,
but I have the power of the skip button. All right.
Yeah, you can, and again, you can skip past the whole beginning.
Richard is great. Okay, I love Richard. Don't hate on fucking King. He's also one of my babies.
Yeah. Richard is pretty awesome. He's a great character.
All right.
Yes, we want to fight.
Richard is freaking
He's a good character.
He's a guy that got corrupt.
We're not saying he's a good person.
Yes, thank you, Shintai.
But he's an interesting character.
Exactly. He's like Griffith. Okay, back the fuck in terms of like interesting. I feel like Griffith is definitely more interesting, but like he's an interesting character. He's not a good guy, but
Richard is like the kiddie version of Griffith almost.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh man,
not a bad thing.
Not at all.
Yeah, I'm not going to enter this landmine field because I can't remember fully Tales of Grace's story. So I'm gonna leave y'all alone on that.
Tales of Grace's actually had the most simplest story.
Yeah, it was pretty straightforward.
I'm actually pretty glad that we ported that game over from the Wii.
Yeah, it is, and you can tell.
You can tell. The Wii? No, it was on the PlayStation 2. What are you talking about? PlayStation 2?
Grace was originally a Wii game. When it became, when it became F is when it came to the PS3.
Oh, I didn't even know that because my friend handed me the game. Was like, "Here, I think you like this game." And that was my first Tales of game. So I had.
That's really good. That's really good. You got to play that. That was like one of the first to be in that. Actually, since Shintai, I guess since we brought it up, me and Shintai we did a recording for a topic, and I think y'all might have seen. We did a video on it. On that, was it Grace's F and what was the other game? Xillia, I think it was.
Yeah, it was all.
Oh yeah, Xillia.
Like a year ago.
But it was a little while back, but we did do a video on that. And that was pretty good topic.
I like Xillia. I don't think it was like the holy crap. Like I don't think it was very. I love Graces too much, but I like Xillia. Xillia was good.
I was planning on replaying that game, but as Mila.
I thought Xillia.
I only played as Mila, so. I
wanted to save the best for last.
I played as Jude first.
Yeah, I played as Jude and now
same.
But it is a little cinnamon roll. I love Jude.
Yeah, Jude's cool.
Jude's okay. I think his voice kind of got him on there.
Mila's where it's at.
Your voice actor with that list was kind of weird.
I thought if I had to pick though a battle system that I would personally want to bring over, as for a new game, I'm actually gonna have to say I think I just want a good traditional JRPG turn-based battle system because we haven't really had.
You mean Octopath Traveler?
Yep,
well, no, don't get me wrong. That is good. But I mean, I don't know. I just wish we had a JRPG that kind of was traditional to like an extent of like the PS1 were.
Or like special skills, attack, guard.
Yeah, like just something that.
So Dragon Quest.
Like Persona 5?
No,
yeah,
Persona
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Persona 5, yes, is like the only one left that's like badass.
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest is coming out. That has a really old school traditional turn-based system.
It does, and I don't like
Digimon. You want to get even simpler?
That's true.
That's true.
But you know what? Though there's not a lot of turn-based RPGs like it used to be.
Turn-based is definitely dying. So
yeah.
Hopefully Persona 5 kind of like came in and was like, hey guys,
let's just be honest.
There's still stuff you can do.
Let's just be honest. Persona and Atlas, that's like the only turn-based JRPG that truly is like masterpiece at this point.
Yeah.
Like can't do no wrong with it. Yeah, I mean nothing else.
What I'm saying is, hopefully, with the release and success of Persona 5, it gives other developers the courage to go like, hey, maybe we can come out with a turn-based game. Like I don't know, Octopath.
I'd like to see something like Legend of Dragoon come back. That was awesome.
Oh,
Legend of Dragoon. I need to finish that.
Yes. Oh my god!
Yes.
Stop calling me.
Legend of Dragoon. Suikoden also had an original, or had the turn-based, attack, defend, special, or really called Unite Attack. But just saying, if you want to play that, it's really good. Really good.
Did anybody play the Lunar games?
Yeah,
I played one of the PS1 games.
Oh, okay, that's one of the ones I wanted to play, but I never actually got around to playing it.
It's pretty well.
I think the PSP game's a little bit easier than the ones on PS1. It looks better though. It definitely looks really pretty.
Okay.
I also kind of. Oh, go ahead. We can end.
Well, I was gonna end. Yeah.
Go for it. No. Go.
Okay. All right, so guys, that's pretty much the podcast right there. We're going on about 2 hours almost. I'm gonna end it here. We're gonna do our outros. So go ahead, Gab, if you're still around. I think you're around.
Yeah, no, I've been here. I've just been listening. I didn't have. I was gonna say Persona 5 had the best game system. Yeah. Anyway, you guys already said it, so I was just like, whatever. If you guys want to find me, I'm mostly on Twitch now, so twitch.tv/gabmew. I assume he's gonna put all the links in, like always. So yeah, if you want to see some sweet JRPG action where I die multiple times and sometimes kill a boss, then come check me out. I die so often.
Yeah, as long as you don't give up, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Go right ahead, Souls.
Yeah, you guys can check me out over at Souls on my YouTube channel. On Twitter, Souls0Souls. I just did a first impressions on Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, so definitely go and check it out.
Bob?
Thanks for having me on as always. You can find me on YouTube at Bowserkariga and Twitch and Twitter at Real Bowserkariga. If you guys played Monster Hunter, I'm more than happy to join with you because I'm about to start that up soon. So yeah.
Need to get that. Nightmare?
Nightmare Alpha here. Not much today to say, I think, but hey, I made some nice points, I guess. or not. I don't know.
Pelvic?
Oh my god!
I didn't do that.
You made some nice points, or not? Okay, cool. Pelvic. So go ahead. Go ahead. Oh my god, that was hilarious. You just got fucking Kanye West and Taylor Swift over here. Holy shit!
Oh my.
Holy fuck! That was brutal.
Sorry.
Happens.
Go ahead, Pelvic.
Are you actually okay? Since I have your blessing, thank you so much for having me on this. I feel like I'm Beyonce right now, just kind of like, all right, here we go. I have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/LadyPelvicGaming. I do a lot of top fives and reviews. And yeah, check me out. Follow me on Twitter, Lady Pelvic. Whoop, whoop.
She's also a voice actress.
Oh god, don't. Oh my god, if you watch my Let's Play channel and you want to see some fucking whack ass Danganronpa voice acting, bruh. And on Shintai's thing, I did good though. Shintai's thing, I did good. I was a behaved voice actor.
You did real good.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Shintai.
All right. Well, if you want to talk to me on Twitter at Shintai Reviews, don't be shy. I'm very approachable. Just drop me a tweet and I'll respond. I promise. And if you want to watch my videos, it's Shintai Reviews. I'm currently working on a video talking about the power of rivalry in Devil May Cry 3 between Dante and Virgil.
Interesting.
And I'm also going to do that one. Actually, this video is almost done, so that should be up pretty soon, where I talk about the controversy that happened with Alicia in Tales of Zestiria.
Oh, okay. I'll definitely.
Oh, I'm gonna watch that
in my review, but then I realized that it actually worked better as its own video, so that's what I did. I cut it out and I fleshed it out as its own video, so that should be up soonish. And yeah, hope you check me out.
And Forrest, go right ahead, man.
Oh, I just got back. I'm sorry. Yes. Well, right now, I guess what I want to point out is that I do have a couple of videos that I'm working on for my channel. One of which is a new review format that I'm actually in the process of just kind of messing with a game called Heart of Darkness on PS1, and I'm going to be reviewing that game. And I'm also working on a video that me and Shintai worked on recently, which you might have seen a post of it on Twitter. It's talking about Persona 3 and Persona 4. It's a Let's Talk episode 2. So I'll be editing that and hopefully having that uploaded pretty soon.
Just letting you guys know, if you say anything bad about Persona 4 in that video, I'm gonna have to flag you down. So I'm just letting y'all know that right now.
Whatever. Okay. Persona. I mean, I like Persona 4, but when Persona 5 is a thing and Persona 3 is a thing.
Now here's the thing. I'm gonna let me actually
speaking truth.
Let me actually real quick. Not to go into too much depth of it, but the way that this video works is that we're discussing newcomers who are who never played them before. Which one in terms of what to start with the first time. And Persona 5 is mentioned at the end of that discussion video. So we do talk about Persona 5. So it's a new series that I've been trying to work with. Just be creative. But hopefully I'll have it edited out and upload it to my channel pretty soon.
Okay. All right. And you guys know who I am, the JRPG God. Best player for those JRPGs. Going to be playing Nocturne and crying that I can't get Cosmos. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
See ya.
Bye.
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 Later.